Eating this yogurt. That's some good yogurt, dude. Oh my gosh.
Yogurt?
Yeah, yogurt.
You're
Oh
enjoying
yeah, you say it in the
yogurt?
weird. You say it the weird way. You say like yogurt.
Yeah, that's the way of saying it. Yogurt. I'm going to
We've
enjoy
had
some
this
yogurt.
discussion before.
We had the discussion 1,000 times.
It's yogurt.
It's yogurt.
Good ass yogurt.
I'll have a glass of soda, please. I think I'll have some yogurt later.
Yogurt. Yeah, there you go. That's how you say it. I got the Yo Crunch with M&Ms. It's so good. I used to take like regular ass like Greek yogurt and throw some M&Ms in it for flair, and someone caught on my idea and patented it. I think it was the M&M company. So, uh they owe me. They owe me. Even though they patented it first, I stake the claim of coming up with the idea. It tastes like M&M ice cream. It tastes like. Have you ever had the ice cream with the M&Ms in them?
No, I have not.
No, it's really bang.
Okay.
My gosh, it is
It,
so
it doesn't
hot
sound
as hell right
appetizing, I'll
now.
be honest.
M&Ms and yogurt?
M&M's and ice cream.
It's like super popular. Like
Seems
M&M.
dumb.
No.
Just have chocolate chips or something. Just have chocolate ice cream with chocolate chips. You'd better.
What's wrong with M&Ms?
Because why the fuck do you want M&M's in your ice cream?
It's chocolate.
It's not like when you. I've noticed that whenever I have like chocolate chips in chocolate, the ice cream tends to be sweeter, so it kind of nulls the taste anyway.
Oh, another thing is, the color of the M&Ms? It mixes. It like comes off the M&M and it mixes in with the ice cream and the yogurt, and it like looks so pretty. It looks like a little rainbow in there. It's magical.
Sure it does.
Mm-hmm.
That's what you really want. I want an ice cream that looks like a rainbow.
My gay yogurt. Oh no, my yogurt's gay now.
Can't do that anymore. It's no longer Gay Pride Month.
Ah, yes, that's right. It's no longer gay yogurt.
Illegal to be gay now. We're now in the month where it's illegal to be British.
Now it's illegal to be gay and illegal to be British.
I
What
think
do
it's
they do
funny
to
to
you
me
if
that.
you're British and gay?
What do you mean? What if you do to you if you're British and gay?
Well, that's mixing two illegal things at the same time.
I don't know. You're American. You tell me.
We do it the old-fashioned American way, with a duel. Except you get an airsoft gun and we get an actual gun.
Well, I don't need to worry about that because you can't hit anything.
Ouch.
You'd shoot the roof again.
I'd shoot your ear off again.
Fucking hitting the roof.
Oh yeah, I did shoot the roof, didn't I?
Yes, you did.
And they had to stop me.
Yes, they did. I remember I noticed that and I was just thinking, I don't think she's supposed to be shooting the roof, but your dad didn't seem to take any issue with it. So it's like, okay, well, I guess that's okay.
Yeah. I was imagining Melanie Mack flying in the sky because she got raptured. And that's what I was shooting. That's
You had to shoot her before she got to the heavens.
Melanie Mac's in the sky. Yeah. Yeah, so the reason why I did that was because he was like, "Oh, like get on your knee and then lean on the thing and then shoot." And I was doing that, but I guess I didn't realize I was pointing the rifle upward, and I was just shooting.
You were kneeling all the way down and resting the gun on the fucking surface.
Yeah, but hey, he didn't stop me, so I thought
Why,
I was doing
why,
the right
why
thing.
were you kneeling down
He
in
told
the
me
first
to.
place?
He told me to kneel down and shoot, just like in the video games. It would be
Yeah, but
cool
usually
if
in
in
video
the
games you
shooting
shoot
range.
straight forward, not straight at the roof.
I guess yeah. It would be
It's
cool if
just
at the
too
shooting range there's an
small.
option to like lie down on the ground and shoot. You know, like in the video games, the video games.
It's just too small.
Yes, the gun was as big as I
The, o-
was.
the only thing you can do is aim upwards.
I am small. I could deny it no more, no further. I am small. That was like a plankton line. Holy hell, it is hot as fuck out here, dude. Like,
Ah,
what
it's
is
a
the
nice
temperature?
weather over here.
Huh?
Nice and breezy outside, bit of cloud.
Don't gloat. Don't gloat at me
Just
now.
very,
Not on
very
America Day.
nice and comfortable.
You're not allowed to have anything good on America Day. Shiny.
It's not America Day yet. It's America Day tomorrow,
It's America
and
Day
it's
tomorrow,
also the
and you're
general
not allowed
election
to have a
tomorrow.
good
So
time.
let's see what happens. Do you know? I've been seeing so
Fucking red
much
pill.
like Reform UK crap on my feed, both on Twitter and yesterday when we were using Watch Together for Sheaves um was it a charity stream.
Charity stream, yeah.
I I kept seeing little Reform UK ads in the corner of my screen.
Oh my gosh, that's hilarious.
I'm gonna laugh so hard when they fucking fail. It's gonna be hilarious because
Reform UK.
there's
We're
so
gonna
many
reform the nation. Go ahead. There's so many.
there's so many people who like think the reform's gonna win,
Yeah,
and I don't get it. It feels very delusional.
yeah. I don't know much about British politics, but you're not supposed to have nice things on America Day. You're not allowed. So, like, walk me through British politics. Who won at the end of the day?
I mean, who won at the end of the day?
Who won? Who won? You had some kind of election or other.
No. The election is tomorrow.
Oh, it's on America Day.
Yes,
That is,
the
is that a
election is on the 4th of July.
is that a personal attack or something?
It is just, I guess, a quinky dink.
That's a very convenient coinky dinky.
When's the American election?
The American election is, I think, in November. When is the fucking Olympics? Nobody's talking about the Olympics.
Oh, who gives the shit
When
about Olympics?
is the
The only time I cared about the Olympics was over here in the UK, and that was really fucking cool.
Yeah, it's November 5th.
You have such a
only the
long
opening
election
ceremony.
periods.
We do.
It's weird. Like elections just seem to last all year round when it comes to campaigning and crap.
Well,
And then even
I'd say
after the
half.
election, it's still not over because it then the government has to change hands.
Well, because I'll tell you why. This year actually is the earliest they've ever had the first debate, and they did it because Joe Biden, he's kind of getting up there in age. You know what I mean? So they had to go easy on him. There was no audience during the debate. And there's implications that he was told the questions beforehand, and he still went off top. He still lost his place. He still had no idea what the fuck he was talking about, and it was an absolute shit show.
Why are they putting him forward as the next? Well, not the next, but
That's
like
what Joe
continuing
Biden
the
wants.
running.
Nobody else really has the
But
power
surely
to
isn't up to the party to decide who's going to become president.
I think so. But I think at the end of the day, like it's Joe Biden who has to like either stay on and or resign. And he said that he's going to be doing this till the end. So
Oh, they've
uh,
totally fucked the
now I can
election.
vote.
Then they've
Yep,
totally fucked it.
yep,
They should
they've
not
dropped the
have
ball from day
continued with
one.
Biden.
Even all of the like left, even all of the left wing media groups like CNN, fucking MSNBC, they were like, "Yo, this was bad. There's no chance, guys, guys.
We're
Oh no,
fucked.
bros." uh, there was only one guy, and he was snorting all the copium from MSNBC. They were like, he's still got other debates, guys. He had a cold. He was just having a bad day.
Got a bit of
We
a
can do
sniffle.
it. We can pull through. We can pull
Bit of
through.
a bit of a sniffle. That's all he got.
Ah man, and all the memes that came from it too. Um, I'm not sure if like you've ever seen like the meme of like two old guys whooping each other's ass and everyone's calling it the election. I mean the debate. There was another one that was, what was it? There was another where it was like AI voices, and they were like, "Oh, I'm the Sigma. No, I'm the Alpha. No, you're not the Alpha. I'm the Sigma. No, you're not the Sigma. You're such a beta male. No, I'm not a beta male." And it was just them going back and forth with the stupid internet slang. It was really funny. What else? There was this one where they just went on about golf and just how well their swing is. Like Trump was like, "You guys seen this man? You've seen his swing. It's not that very good. I have a great swing. I have perfect form. I always make it close to the hole on the first try or the second try or something like that." They just
I'm the
was
best at golf. No one's
go on
better
and
than
on about
golf at
golf.
me. I own
Yeah,
several golf course, and
several golf
shiny
courses.
effects stumbled onto my golf course, and he said it was the best golf course.
He said it
I
was the
actually did.
best
I
golf
actually
course
did.
he's ever seen.
Actually did stumble across Trump's golf course
Oh yeah.
just in the middle of walking in a field in Scotland. It was just next thing I know, it's like, oh, the White House. No, sorry, a little white lighthouse over there. I'm gonna go look at it, get closer, and I read see people playing golf. I was like, oh, that's interesting. People playing golf, and I walk a bit further, and I read Trump Turnberry. It's like, oh, I see where I am now, and I'm just
Yeah.
standing in the middle of this fucking golf course, and where people are trying to play. No one's like, there are people playing. They don't seem to give a shit. They just keep going, and I just walk through. Hello, how's it going? And I walked a bit closer to the lighthouse, and
Mm.
the people who were attending it had like the thickest American accents. Like one of them had a very thick like Southern accent. You got to go down the course over there because I heard they're running out of filet mignon. Got to
Yeah.
go around there and party up these people to make sure they're not having too little to eat.
Y'all, how many Big Macs y'all have? Y'all, how many more Big Macs? Let me get some of them Big Macs.
Oh, he didn't Trump order like Big Macs for a big professional meal or something like that?
Yeah. So basically, I think it was the Super Bowl, and Trump basically invited them over to the White House afterwards, and he just bought a shit ton of Big Macs for them, and everybody got a Big Mac and I think some nuggets, and that that was the presidential meal.
That's the cheapest fucking presidential meal ever.
Ah, yeah. Oh, by the way, did you tweet out that we were having a live stream?
I think so. I did. Yeah.
All right, let me retweet y'all.
I think I put it in my server as well. Let me just check. Yeah, I did.
Okie dokie. Where are the boys? Why aren't they here?
The death of one man changed the course of history.
I love how each
The
game
Anglo-Saxon
comes with a little
Harold was
documentary.
killed here, on England's
Really?
Yeah, look.
his army defeated by William of Normandy. Anglo-Saxon rule was over forever.
Yeah, you guys got fucked over.
London, England.
You got your ass handed to you. Perfect timing.
1066. William was crowned the first Norman King of England. Now he had to secure power across the
I'm
country.
William the Conqueror, my enemies stood no chance. They call me the first
began
English
by
king,
stamping
although
his
I
mark
come
on the
from France.
landscape.
I'm just thinking of the
Wait, does
Horrible
that mean you're
Histories bit.
actually French?
Castles at strategic
No.
locations.
Well, I think, like, whenever you're looking at Europe,
Nothing
there are
like
so
what
many
we've seen in
peoples that
England
have come from
before.
everywhere. Like everyone's been invaded
He
by
reminded
other
the
people, and they've
Anglo-Saxon
been invaded by
population
them, and
exactly
it's
who
like the
was in
cultures
charge.
have crossed for a very, very, very long time.
But not all were content
Mm.
with Norman rule. Anglo-Saxon revolts broke out across the country.
Even this is
King
before
William
even the
had to
concept of
quickly
England or
crush these
France.
rebellions. But there was one region where dissent was spiraling out of control. The north of England.
Yeah, the north of England.
In 69, a group of lords from Northumbria formed an alliance with Viking invaders.
That would have been you, Shiny.
Hey!
Hey!
Norman held York,
Oh, York! It's a beautiful York
a
Minster.
large city with an important cathedral, still protected by
the
ancient
wall.
Roman walls.
I know where that is. I've walked. I walked there every day for a few years when I was in college.
The city and the castle fell to the rebels. William's new kingdom was under threat. He had to get the city back under Norman
I love
control.
the little holograms.
Yeah, me too.
William had no choice but to order his men north. But as the Normans
Imagine making that.
set off on their long march towards York,
Well, it's actually relatively
how much
easy
resistance from
to
the
do
rebels
this.
would they encounter?
Really?
North to York. What a title.
What a perfect place to start on, huh?
I honestly love York. It's a beautiful city. I wish I could work there. But there's no visual effects houses in York, so what the fuck am I supposed to do?
They'll talk about how like virtual effects houses like their Hogwarts houses. It's kind of funny.
What?
Oh, virtual effects house. It's like, oh,
It's not okay for a start. It's not virtual effects. It's visual effects.
son of a bitch. I don't know why I've been calling it
You
that
always
lately.
say visual. What was it?
Why do I call
What
it
the fuck
virtual
you said?
effects? I don't know why you say that. This is a long loading time. Damn.
1069.
It should have been Jeremy Clarkson, doing the voiceover.
Jeremy Clarkson does this game.
William the Conqueror.
William the
marched north
Conqueror
with
said
his
his. I
army
can't
of
do the voice at the
Normans
moment.
determined to take back the rebel-held city of York.
And on that
But in his
bombshell,
path stood rebel towns that harbored William's northern enemies. He would take
King
the
William
town
was king of the strongest army in the world.
I'm surprised at how good Jeremy is as like a documentary presenter, considering
He's so
he's usually
creepy.
just a media personality, but those two historical documentaries he made were actually pretty good.
Yeah.
Go fuck him up.
Oh, this is cool. This is cool gameplay. Damn.
Actually, no, fuck up these archers. There we go. You go fuck them up there. Haha, those archers stand no chance. Go fuck yourself. Burn it down.
Alright, give me 1 second. I just need to plug in my fan real quick.
Alright.
The Normans captured the town of Middlethorpe, establishing their presence in the north. With reinforcements to his army
Yeah, come
soon
back here.
arriving,
Beat him
William
up.
would need more resources to supply them.
Oh, they want me to do? They want me to build farms.
Edifico. Me. Laburo. Che.
4 of them.
All right, I've got a fan trained on me that will not stay standing if it killed me.
I've got.
All right, have you played this game before?
I've played a little bit of it. I haven't played that much into these campaigns. Built 2 houses.
What kind of language are they speaking? It ain't English.
It probably is Old English. You'd be surprised at how different Old English is. Let's do 5 chop wood. 5 of them, perfect. Go chop wood. What I've basically done is I've started here and I have to charge my army up to go attack York.
Effort to keep the
I
army
gotcha.
with strength.
Reinforcements have arrived.
Oh shoot! Everybody's here. Oh, I didn't even notice all these people in the chat because I was on private chat. Oh gosh! Hello, Jags
Like
and
a numpty.
Bohees. Hello, Tyler Preston. Hello, Taylor Swift greater than Disney, SW, and MCU and Doctor Who. Hello, everybody. Oh my gosh, I didn't even see that. Laughing Cavalier is also here. Great to see you. My gosh, where did y'all come from? I just switched the tab over and suddenly there's all these people here. Jags and Bo, he said Trump's lost a lot of his swagger. He's a quirked up white boy with a little bit of swagger. I'm not sure if you've ever heard that meme. That was such a
No, I
That's
haven't.
probably one of my favorite memes. Is he goated with the sauce? Question mark. He might be.
And you say
He's a
I'm
quirked
eternally
up-
online.
I am terminally online. I spend way too much time on the internet. I bother my sister so much by like how much I quote things, and she has no idea what the fuck I'm talking about.
I just lost my scout.
Jackson Vo, he says, "How dare you leave us in the void? We've been stuck here since this started." Yeah. Laughing Cavalier says, "Tonight on Top Gear 1066, James invades York, Richard defends a bridge, and James gets an arrow in his eye."
Oh, you said James twice.
Richard and James? Oh, he did say James twice. He did. That was on him.
Jeremy.
I was
Should be
just
Jeremy.
It's Laughing Cavalier, I meant. James invades York, Richard defends a bridge, and Jeremy gets an arrow in his eye.
Fuck them up.
Jackson Voorhees should be Hammond. It's
Go
James
get the
Hammond, right?
actress. What? No, it's
Celestial
Richard
Falcons.
Hammond.
Oh,
It's
Richard
James
Hammond.
May.
James May, Richard Hammond, and
Jeremy
Jeremy
Clarkson.
Clarkson. Celestial Falcon says, "Hello, goobers. What's up, my Celestial Falcon? How you doing, man? We're invading York on America Day.
I thought it was I thought it was 4th of July. That's America Day. We're
It
currently
is
on
the 4th
3rd.
of July, but
No, it's-
every
it's the-
day is America Day.
It's the 3rd today.
It's the 3rd of America month. You already had your Pride month, your gay ass month. Now
What
it's
do you
time
mean?
for America
I'm not,
month.
I'm not gay.
It's illegal to be anything but American this month.
I see a big flaw in their plan in the fact that they have a giant hole in their wall.
Looks rather unfinished. How convenient.
Okay, cavalry, go get the fuck up those archers.
Celestial Falcon says, "This is American Pride Month, and every day is America Day." Jackson Voorhees says, "Eerie, it's your civic duty to mail freedom tacos tomorrow." Puerto Ricans don't make tacos, Jackson, but I know what you mean. I will
That's
mail you
expensive.
all American tamales.
Because you're
This
telling
time
me
we're
before
gonna
about how different Hispanic cultures have different foods completely.
Yes, actually.
With
I
the
mean,
four rebels eliminated,
just because America speaks English, and
closer
so
to the-
does Australia, and so does England, do they have the same foods just because they all speak English?
knowing he was
Same
Possibly.
thing.
resistance in the city, William prepared.
Well, a
for both
sandwich will
deaths.
always be a sandwich,
Mandements.
of course.
12.
Gather food and gold to construct a landmark. Yeah, it's Fulford.
Escolte.
Actually, my dad used to work in Fulford.
That's cool, and you're invading just there. Wow.
Attention.
Dead sheep. Okay, gold, we're getting gold, but we need food, so we need to set up that.
Eggs and bohies. Is it still a sandwich if the bread is on the inside?
Mandements.
Okay, if you buy a loaf of bread, right, and it's pre-sliced, is that just a big sandwich? A big bread sandwich? Something to think about. Celestial Falcon says, while the UK has unspiced food, America has fat food, Australia food is just the meat of the monster like creatures that live there, etc. Yes. See, it's not the same. We are not the same. Just like how Puerto Ricans, we don't do tacos. Do I like tacos at Taco Bell? Hell yeah, I do. We don't make them, though.
I'm pretty sure going to Taco Bell makes you a race traitor.
Yes, I'm gladly a race trader. Man, it's hot as hell in the south. Lord almighty. I have the windows open. I've got the fan blasting on me. I have to get the AC run. I have no idea how you in the UK survive in the freaking heat wave without the AC.
You may
Y'all
do.
need-
Me.
We may do. And honestly, it hasn't been that hot these last few days.
What?
Good for you,
Like,
man.
it's been pretty comfortable.
Si, spero.
And rainy.
Sono.
Finit.
Escolto.
I'm jealous.
Lavoro. Baked.
Ubi vado.
Ubi badu.
Lavoro.
You sound like simple.
Badu.
Obéir.
Jigs and bogies, how do you feel about tortillas? Yeah, we have tortillas, dude.
Je suis votre serveuse.
Do we have tacos? You know what? Actually, I don't think so. I don't think we Puerto Ricans have tortillas specifically. Because I don't think I've had tortillas before, dude. But like, we don't make them
A new
in my
enemy.
family. Like, that's not like a recipe or nothing. But
Oh no, it's the Danes.
Jegs and Vo, he says, true, even Mahler finally broke down and bought an AC. Mahler bought an AC. Good for him. He's becoming Americanized. He's one of us now. He's probably the only Welshman in existence to have one. Oh, he's Welsh. Oh, he's not. He's one of the dragons. He's one of the guys that have to be different. Ah. Gots to be different, am I right?
William's army held back the Danes' attack.
Celestial Falcon says, and it's even worse in Florida, lol. Oh, man, I'm not in Florida, but I feel bad for you, man. I had to mow and trim the lawn today. Oh, I was drenched in sweat. No, bruh. I know. It's Southern American heat, dude. Sucks. Tyler Preston says, how uncommon are ACs in the UK? Well, in residential
places-
areas, very uncommon. Oh, go ahead.
Yeah. So the only places I tend to see ACs are usually in either government buildings, shops, or like any industry. Like so, Tesco's usually is air conditioned. Computer labs in schools usually air conditioned. It's very unusual for someone to need to air condition their house, and it's only been within recent memory that England started to become hot enough that you would need it in the summer. So
Yeah, like you guys had a heat wave or something, quote unquote heat wave. You guys, it was like
it was a
something
very
like
short
88
heat wave.
degrees, an 88-degree heat wave in Freedom units.
It was hot. It was like for a few days there, it was really sticky and icky, and I didn't like it.
Ugh, gross.
Because it would, you know how when we were in North Carolina and when it was raining and then it would got hot straight after, it would just be the most humid, swampy air ever.
Yeah,
That's what it's
I
like.
hated it.
That's what it's like here, but you got no air conditioning to cower inside with.
Yeah, because the thing is with AC dries the heat out, dries the air out before it gives you the air. So it's processed air, if that makes sense.
Yes.
Jason Vogt, he says, I remember Az melting on stream. He was getting heat rash from toweling his face. Oh my gosh.
And most importantly, heat rash.
Most importantly, heat syncope. I don't feel so well. What the fuck is heat syncope?
I wouldn't want to be feeling heat syncope if I were you. Oof. That heat
Oof.
syncope will get you.
That heat syncope. Man, it's so hot in here. If I start seeing lizards, I'm going to give you my personal information. Y'all call 911. I'm having a heat stroke. If I start seeing like flying pigs and lizards, and I start seeing unicorns and dragons and shit, I ain't having a good time. That's probably not a good sign.
No, if only you were just over here in the UK and you could sit here comfortably in an unconditioned house that is still perfectly cool and nice and comfortable.
Ugh. It's hot as hell out here. Damn. Don't rub it in.
Sounds like a personal problem if you ask me.
I'm not supposed to be miserable on America Day. I should be the one having the greatest day ever on America Day.
Why you have to construct a lawnmower?
Not you. You don't get anything nice on America Day, okay? That's my job. I get all the good things on America Day. Celestial Falcon, just stand in the shade versus there are pollutants going into people's homes, thousands of newborns affected. Yeah, dude.
I'm that's pretty sure it's what was that town in America that had a train that crashed or derailed, and then all the pollutants were burned into the air and all the fish died.
Oh, I think that was in Ohio, dude. All of the cursed things happen in Ohio. Jags and Vo, he says, you don't have teal lizards where you live? They're everywhere. Oh, we do have lizards. They're just like far and few between, and it's so freaking hot. I don't see why any lizards would be out right now, but if I start hallucinating, I meant. Jags and Vo, he says, this year or last year? With the whole like train thing.
I probably last year. Probably was quite a bit ago. I just remember all the people screaming on Twitter about how they're burning chemicals and it was going into the air and fish were dying in the rivers.
Mm-hmm.
I think that was it. It was East Palestine.
Palestine. It's like these events have like, even though they have nothing in common, they have just they have prophetic connections, you know? Palestine, Ohio is in fucking flames. Wolfsbane, he's up in the chat. What's good, man? I remember hanging out with my friends during the summer. It was 100 degrees Fahrenheit in the shade. Damn, dude. How much is that in communist units, aka Celsius? 100 degrees F to C. That is 37.7 degrees Celsius. AKA, Shiny has never felt that kind of heat before.
There's a dirty joke I'm gonna make, but I'm not making it.
I appreciate your restraint on stream.
Fuck
All
you,
right, so this
Danes.
is the entire town. This is yours now.
Yeah, but the Danish keep trying to come and poke me.
Fucking Danish.
Zofrat's over here.
Get your furries out of here. Jackson Vohe says it's been so hot here that I've been getting up at 4 a.m. to exercise when it's still cool. Right? Well, because you can't exercise in the daytime. I get it now. Wolfsbane says the joys of living in the state of Georgia. It's not the heat. It's not the heat that will. It's not the heat that will. And I think you got cut off, dude. Sorry. Georgia. Oh, so you're right next door to where I am. Cool. Dusty Falcon says, is it bad that I think Shiny and I had the same dirty joke? I think you did. Wolfsbane says, it's not the heat that will get you, but the heat index. Heat index.
I think that's the heat by the humidity, if that makes sense. So it's so, for example, if you have a dry heat, it's very different to if you have a humid heat, because you can't escape a humid heat.
I
Whereas
see.
a dry heat, you just get in the shade and it changes instantly.
I think this is humid heat that we're experiencing today. Because, like, you don't get in the shade and it's fine. It's everywhere. It sucks, and I hate it.
Yeah, that'll be humid. When I was there, it was definitely humid.
Yep.
I have to go and fuck up the Danes.
What do you call people from Denmark?
Danish.
Oh, I thought they were something else. Where are Dutch people from?
Netherlands.
Hi, okay. I thought Dutch people were from Germany. Because they call it like
No?
Deutschland or something.
Well, Germany call themselves Deutschland. Yeah, but the Dutch and the Netherlands.
Oh. Why do they call themselves something that's not even similar to where they're from?
Because you'd be surprised at how, like, okay, Indians, for example, in India, don't consider them. They don't call themselves Indians, apart from when they're abroad in English. They have their own name for themselves. Like, there's many cultures that like have their own individual name. That then the English languages came along, and we said, okay, so your name, how about you go fuck yourself, and we're gonna name you in our language.
You're Deutsch now.
And so, because Germany was the combination of Germanic states, it just was called Germany.
Oh. Jason Vohe says the cold index is based on how cold you'll feel if you were smoking naked outside and fell in the snow. That's the cold index. Man, like where I live, it like snows like not even once a year. And then back in New York, it snowed every year to a point where it was kind of oppressive. You could only take so much snow, you know? I miss the snow, man. And of course I say that in the middle of July. Like at the beginning of July when it's like hot as hell, but I kind of miss it. Jackson Vohe says, why don't we use that name so we can avoid confusing them with real American Indians?
Well, the thing is, Indians aren't even what they call Native Americans. The reason why they got the name Indians is because the explorers thought that they had found India, and they thought, hey, you have brown skin, they have brown skin, you must be Indians, and then the name just kind of stuck. But the thing is, India doesn't like the name India, and they don't like the name Indians. But Native Americans do like the name Indians.
Really?
Yeah, they do. Oh, because they like, even though it was a name forced upon them, it's a more unifying identity. It's like, you know, you gave us this name and you kind of stripped away all our other identity. How about you stop trying to fuck with our identity still, and we're just keeping this one?
Okay.
Arco Parade.
I know that like they can be like very particular, like what tribe they're from and all that.
Hmm.
But it's kind of interesting how
Sarates, Servienne.
I
Being
guess
that
I guess
there are many, even a lot of the tribes which people Native Americans identify themselves as, they tend to be amalgamations of other tribes because they were all forced into reservations. So it's imagine if you just took a bunch of people across Europe and threw them all into a camp, and you just called them all Europeans. It's like that historically they have lots of different ancestors and different cultures that they came from across an entire continent, but because you've shoved them all into a camp, they've just kind of all amalgamated into a singular identity.
I didn't know that. Yeah, I didn't know that. Jackson Voorhees says, I thought Indians were red skinned. How'd they confuse it with brown? Because redskins and brownskins
Just
look the same.
racists.
We all look the same. Jackson Voorhees says they did that, and that's how we got Australia. Isn't like Australia where they just like dumped a bunch of like criminals?
Yeah, we did. We needed a place to send all our criminals, and we just created colonies full of criminals that we just exiled to the other side of the world.
Who are you fighting now?
Oh, it's still the Danes. They're still coming at me. I'm just building up my army still before I go fuck them up. How many? Okay, what I got? I have 52 archers. I have 25 horsemen. I have 25 spearmen, and 19 guardsmen. Okay, I'll get some more spearmen.
Arco Parade.
Go fuck up the
Jackson
Danes.
Voorhees says Jesus Loves the Little Children is an unironically based song. Oh, I remember that song. You probably don't know it, do you?
No, I don't.
It goes, Jesus loves the little children, all the children of the world. Red and
I'm guessing
yellow, black
it's
and white, they are precious in his sight. Jesus loves the little children of the world. That's how it goes.
Is it taking the piss out of Catholic pedophilia?
What? No!
Well, it said unironically. I was assuming it was like, oh, it's a South Park song or something.
William had a choice.
No, because it goes red and yellow, black and white. They are precious in his sight. That's the song. My mom
You
used
start
to
bringing
sing
up
that to
religion
me
and
as a
little
child.
children. It's historically not gone too well.
Red, yellow, black and white. No matter what color you are.
Burn.
Oh my gosh. Jackson Bogie
Burn
says,
it.
colors, shiny colors. Keep up. The colors. Oh my gosh.
Like, for a start, you haven't spelled colours right, because colours has a U in it.
Oh, jeez.
Fuck up Danes. Fuck up the Danish.
I remember there was one point in college where I had to sing. I was also in like a little choir class. It wasn't very good. It was just a singing instruction. I knew how to sing already, and I felt like it was a waste of time. But anyway, I had to sing a song where it was just like, oh, Jesus loves the little white children, and he loves the little black children, and he loves the little red children and the little yellow children. And I'm like, what is this song? Like, in the year of our Lord 2021. And my teacher had to justify
William's
it's
ultimate goal was within his grasp.
it's a sweet song, and I'm like,
was to enter York.
I see. Yes, I don't doubt your intentions are pure. It's just outdated.
I do.
It's just kind of funny. Well, Spain says, speak American, Shiny. American. It's not our fault that you Brits keep changing our words over and over again.
Look, we invent the language. We get to say how to say it. Okay, that's just how it works.
Uh-huh. Mister, we spoke ye old English. It sounded like a different language. Uh-huh, sure.
That's because Old English does sound like a different language.
Ye old English. Does anyone speak ye old English anymore?
Well, not really. I mean, English is just kind of a derivative of Old English as it's evolved.
Now it's new and slang English.
But in a way, I suppose there are cultures that kept it similar in England, but not necessarily changed it.
Mm-hmm. Jegs and Vohi says we perfected the language. That what we say goes. We did. Whoop their
Come on,
ass! Do it!
fuck them up.
They're dead. Celestial Falcon says, I speak Latin. Does that count?
Suppose. English came from Latin, so
That's true. That's true. It's like a root language. As do like a lot of
it's
of
the original. It's the original, you might say.
Yeah, it is like the original language. Wolfsbane says, but most of the time y'all keep copying the French, so y'all were betraying the language. You could say that. But I think it's just that it was one of the Romantic languages, right? French.
Well, it's just a lot
Spanish,
of cultural.
Italian.
Well, England and France are right next to each other. Despite how much we hate each other, there's just cultural crossover that you're going to get unavoidably. All right, charge the walls. Go, my army. Fuck them up. Fuck up York.
The Norman army poured into York and began sacking the town as they bore down on the keep.
Destroy the keep. Fuck up these villagers. Kill the innocents. Pillage.
Pillage. Jegs and Bohi says, speaking of Freedom Day, Eerie, look up the American Made Cafe comic dub from Merryweather Media. Most patriotic thing I've seen in years. American Made Cafe comic. I'm going to look that up. Let me just copy paste that.
These guys do not stand a chance.
Oh, is it like an anime? What is this? The Texas Steam Made Cafe. I've got to check it out. For research. Howdy, partner. What'll it be today? Oh, gosh. Everything really is bigger in oh, my gosh. Can I get the Stars and Stripes steak? Of course you can, hon. You wait your pretty little butt right here, and I'll have it out in a jiffy. Pretty little what? Later. Now I cast a spell to make it even more delicious. Moe barbecue! Oh my gosh. This is so cursed. And then suddenly the man converts to Americanism. America is fucking awesome. From that day, Hideo Kojima dedicated his life to learning more about American culture. I didn't know that was Hideo Kojima. And went on to make beloved video games featuring a unique blend of Japanese and American aesthetics.
Nanomachine, son.
That's the most accurate Hideo Kojima lore, says the top comment.
And William the Conqueror was uncontested as King of England.
My gosh. That's great. I think I'm going to play it on the stream later. Oh, you got a victory.
Well, yeah, because I destroyed the keep.
Do you want to see it real quick?
No, because no.
Why not? It's America Day.
From the rebels.
No weeb shit.
Now he wanted to teach them a lesson.
There's a big anime booba though.
He began a brutal campaign of destruction to crush any further resistance, known as the Harrying of the North. Villages and crops were destroyed.
It's called the harrying of the North, so they can harry up and get their ass whooped.
Killed. With ruthless efficiency, William the Conqueror had secured obedience in his new kingdom. But it wasn't to last.
By killing
It would be
everyone that
thrown
doesn't
into
like you.
chaos by his own children.
Wow. All those fields used to be like little villages.
Well, it used to be villages. Like villages used to pop up and disappear a lot.
When William the Conqueror died in 1087, his favorite son succeeded him. King William II, known as William Rufus.
Especially during the Black Death, there are many villages that were just wiped out.
But 13
I
years
see.
into his reign, disaster struck. While out hunting, he was killed.
Dun dun dun.
Killed by what?
William's youngest brother took his place as King Henry I. But there was a problem. At the time, Henry's elder brother, Robert, Duke of Normandy, had been on crusade. When he returned, he was furious that Henry had
I have a question. How does a king get the title of the first? Is it only
because-
until like their son gets named the same name?
England to claim the crown
What?
from his brother.
No.
I
You,
could
you,
be
if I became
And returned
the
home.
king of England, I would become
In
I'll become
retaliation,
Shiny the First,
Henry struck
because
back.
there have been no other
In a
Shinies as king
reversal of
before me,
1066,
right?
Ah.
across the Channel,
And then if I
invaded
had a
Normandy,
son that was also called
intent on
Shiny,
undermining
he'd be
his
Shiny the
brother Robert's
Second.
rule.
Oh, okay.
His first target was Bayeux.
Baya.
That's why Queen Elizabeth II was Queen Elizabeth II, because she was the second Elizabeth,
Oh.
and the first Elizabeth was it Henry Tudor's daughter.
Mm-hmm.
About to feel the wrath.
Celestial
of-
Falcon says, I was in Texas for a friend's wedding, and I went to a diner for breakfast one morning and ordered chicken and waffles. The waffle was quite large and in the shape of Texas. It was delicious. That sounds amazing. Chicken and waffles, though. What a combination. Celestial Falcons also says, why the death gotta be black? Come on, Shiny, it's 2024. Get with the times, man. We almost followed suit with the Chinese virus, but that was too offensive. Tyler Preston says, am I invisible here or something? Nope, I can see you, buddy. Oh, I didn't see you. Okay, question. I scrolled up. Question for Eerie. As a Catholic, how did you feel about Hazbin Hotel portraying angels as the bad guys? I have not watched Hazbin Hotel yet. I've been meaning to.
Henry I
I
set
haven't
out to
seen
make
it yet.
an example of Bayeux, a town
I will
still
get to it though, and I will answer your question once I do.
The angels are evil, daring today, aren't we?
Henry's archers took up position on high ground outside the city and faced an immediate attack by Robert's cavalry patrol.
By the smallest little cavalry.
Shit cavalry. I'm gonna probably just go and do
Smallest
skirmish.
cavalry in the world.
We've done York, so that's all I care about now. We've done York. No one cares about Rochester or Lincoln or Moscow or Paris.
Normandy!
What?
Normandy!
What? Where?
There you go. 1448 Normandy.
What was that got to do with anything?
I thought it had to do with the World War II, but I was wrong.
Yeah, famously, World War II happened in 1448. Famous Second World War time, you know, and it's just really, fighting the Second World War with all those trebuchets and all that. Yeah.
Oh, the legendary Battle of Normandy of 1448. Jegs and Vo, he says, Shiny Mane the second. Jegs and Vo, he says, unlike most conquerors, Shiny is content with only ruling Yorkshire.
Well, it's the only bit you need.
Yeah.
What else?
Do you need
what else
anything
do you
else?
need? You don't need Scotland. The Lake District, Lake District's pretty alright, but I just prefer the Yorkshire Dales and the Yorkshire Moors. That's all I need. And then I don't really want the Midlands. they're a bit like lazy over there. Yeah. And the south is just too tough for my taste. So I just would prefer to keep them there. And we don't even talk about Cornwall or Wales. You know, the Welsh can just keep to themselves. So yeah, I'm just Yorkshire. I'm happy with that.
And that's what you will conquer, and that's what you will own. Holzbane says, considering they are missing a lot of angels in Has Been Hotel, I don't think too much about it. But I'm Baptist. Maybe, yeah, I sure did. I mean, I don't expect it to be like super biblically accurate. It just kind of takes the concept of angels and demons and just kind of fucks around with it. You know, just I'm not too offended. You know. I mean, like, I think everybody and their mother can like write a fun, compelling story about the afterlife because it's fun. Because why not? Because fuck it. You know who did it? You know who I think I did it the best? The Mormons. The Mormons have like a really convoluted concept of what the afterlife is like. They have a whole chart and everything, and like rules and shit. And it's like, wow, this is something else. And we Catholics thought we had something going on with the whole purgatory expansion. But you know, I mean, I think purgatory is pretty cool. I like the concept of purgatory. I'm not gonna lie. And because purgatory
I
is
too
like
like being tortured for a temporary amount of time.
well, imagine hell, right? But you can get
Mhm.
out of it, right? It's like if you choose your vices over absolutely everything, that's hell. That hell is
I can't
just
help
when
but
you're
think
so
life
keen
is
on your
already
vice.
just purgatory.
Well, and then purgatory is just the ability to let those vices go, and it becomes temporary, and you kind of move up. And I really like the concept of purgatory the way Dante writes it. Like Dante's Paradiso, Purgatorio, and Hell are really, really great books. And if you think Has Been Hotel is fun, and you want something that's more like legendary and compelling, like just read those 3 books. They're so great. Jags and Vohe says, doesn't everyone become a god of their own universe in Mormonism? Yes. In Mormonism, you could be a god. You know where else you could be a god? In fucking Catholic Orthodoxy, which gets pretty crazy when you look into Catholic Orthodoxy. Because I looked into Catholic Orthodoxy, and as soon as I got into deism, I was like, nah, this ain't Christianity anymore. What is this? Because
Fan fiction.
in Catholic Orthodoxy, like you can move up to become a god, and they say that's what Jesus did. And I'm like, wait, the Mormons have the exact same idea, and you call yourself Christian Catholic? Like, what is this? What is this? And I was like, nah, dude, I ain't fucking with the Orthodox no more. But like the Orthodox, like they made up like their own philosophy and science to a point, but like it's a kind of science where it's just like it makes sense to them, but if you actually apply it, it doesn't. Like they have like concepts of like essences and energies and shit. And when you get really, really into it, it gets really, really confusing. But like if you're Orthodox and you believe it, then it's like, oh yeah, this totally makes sense. But like I guess you gotta be like born into it or like be converted into it for it to make sense. Because when you convert to something, some things you kind of forced to just be like, I don't understand it, but someday it'll make sense because this is true. I'm super obsessed with religion and philosophy lore, like where philosophies come from. That no, I don't think I've ever been so like upfront about this on stream, but like everybody in real life knows, I am crazy into philosophies and like the lore of where philosophies come from and where religious ideas come from.
Well, a
It's
mummy
just
philosophy and a daddy philosophy love each other very, very much, and they kind of hug in this very special way.
It's essentially, yeah. Celestial Falcon says, "I heard you can grill Mormons. True or no? I best check the Brobel to make sure it's okay." Mormons, grilled Mormons. Tyler Preston, what about Supernatural the show? I've never watched Supernatural the show. I've never even heard. I don't know why it's evaded my existence. I have no idea what it is. Um, I know there's a whole fandom behind it, and I'm wondering if it's any good. I don't know. Jackson Vohe says Tyler Preston. Oh, you're having a conversation in the chat. Okay. So yeah, I'm like super into like religious lore. I've lived my entire life getting so like into like the Catholic lore to where I know stuff that even the average Catholic just does not know. I know just way too much at this point. Christian lore, that's super fun. I'm getting into that with like the difference between like the reformers and the other people. Yeah, they're super fun.
You
Calvinism.
mentioned reformers, and I get PTSD flashbacks.
Oh, because the reformers are a political party where you're from. That's right.
No. I wasn't even thinking of that reform. When I was thinking of reformers, I was thinking of the reformers who basically believe it like technology sucks and everything should be cheap, mass-produced garbage.
Really? Is that like a political party or like a philosophy?
No. In America, it's basically the idea is that America, the American military is corrupt, and they're building billion-dollar machines that will never work in a real war. American armies are just too expensive to work in a real war, and instead, what you should do is that you should make really, really cheap, crappy weapons to charge wave after wave of your own men to the enemy because they're rugged and simple. That makes them better, apparently.
Interesting.
Notice that whenever the Soviets have tried that, it kind of went to shit.
But when we Americans, it's like fascism. It's only based when we do it.
The point is the Americans didn't do it, and that's the good thing. The reformers basically have no power.
Oh, it's just basically their like wish list of like, we need to do this, we need to do this, we need to do this, and they're like, no, we're not gonna do this.
As like Pierre Spray famously claimed that he invented every single jet in the world. Like I designed the A10. It's like, no, you didn't. No, you fucking didn't. You had nothing to do with it. Oh, I designed the F-15. It's like, no, you didn't, Pierre. No, you didn't, Pierre. Why are you saying that you did, Pierre?
Anybody can really claim anything at this point.
Okay, just to prove a point, the reformers in Iraq were claiming that the M1 Abrams was completely untested and it was going to fail against all the Soviet tanks that were thrown at it, and it was just too expensive to work. And you know what happened?
What happened? It didn't work.
The A1 Abrams was fucking brilliant.
Really?
Like it curb stomped all the Soviet tanks.
Jeez. Okay.
It just ripped them to shreds.
Hell yeah, dude.
All of Pierre's and the reformers to claiming that, oh, the M1 Abrams, it was not going to work. Ooh. It kind of didn't go very well. They also made the same claims about the A10, but then they turned the A10 into their own little PR spin.
Oh yeah.
Because as soon as people liked it, then they proclaimed that they designed it. It's kind of funny and pathetic when you think about it. It's just.
Do you remember when we went to the Sullenberger Air Museum, and we saw the the Afro Vulcan? Was it the Afro Vulcan?
The Afro Vulcan.
No, not the Afro. The other one. What was it? I don't know, dude. I don't know planes and shit. You know that. What was the one that you made? That your country made? What was it?
The Harrier.
The Harrier. That's the one.
The Afro. Okay, for a start, it's the Avro Vulcan. The Avro, not the Afro.
Oh, okay. Afro Vulcan.
The Afro Vulcan. I'm just imagining like Spock with a big afro now on his head.
Just put one on Commander. What's his name? The one with the great voice. I forgot his name. Fuck, I forgot his name.
I'm letting you.
You're gonna let me flounder. Okay.
Yeah, I'm just letting you flounder.
So yeah, the Harrier jump jet. We went to the Sullenberger Air Museum here in Charlotte, North Carolina. We saw a bunch of planes. In the Sullenberger Air Museum, they have the Sullenberger plane, the one that landed in the Hudson River in New York on its way to Charlotte.
Which
Like
is weird because you think that would be in New York.
you'd think that'd be in New York, but no, it's here. Yeah, so we have the plane, and miraculously, everybody survived that plane crash. And
Well, it's
so
not
they kept the
miraculously. It's that it was flew really, really well.
Yeah. Well, anyway, it's very rare that like there are zero casualties in this kind of thing. But we have it, and we also have the Harrier jump jet. And the ones that designed the Harrier jump jet were the British. But did they get any mention in the museum? No. They just got a
No.
little like nod
Oh,
in their
because I
direction.
went to the lass at the door and I said, what kind of like planes you got? You got any like British planes? And he said, no, they're all American. It's like, oh, okay, that's a bit of a shame, but we'll see what there is. And we went in, and it's like we walked straight past the Harrier because there's a little divider in the big hangar bay, and the funny thing is the Harrier was right in front of us, like 300 meters ahead of us, and I was too busy looking down the map, and I thought, wait a minute, I know that outline, and then that outline looks like a Harrier jump jet. And I literally just look at the map, but where is that supposed to be? Where is it? I look up, it's looking directly fucking at me from across the room.
Ah.
And I was like, oh my goodness, it's a Harrier. Oh, I love the Harrier because I've seen the Harrier at the Yorkshire Air Museum, and I love it.
Mhm. But
Okay,
no,
for a
we only
start,
have American
the
planes.
Harrier in its camo colors looks so fucking cooler than the American gray. Because
Yeah.
the American gray that they make they color planes looks really dull and boring, but the camo for the Harriers, chef's kiss, because the Harriers were designed to hide in trees, so that they would carve out a little area in the trees where the Harrier can land, because it can land and take off vertically. Just set it there and no one can fucking see it. It's the perfect disguise. So yeah, so they disguise them with some cool camo patterns, and I'm thinking that's fucking awesome. It looks great. And then you see anyway, yeah, and we're reading. It's like, oh, that's funny. It was funny that we're told there were only American planes here, and you got this British plane. And reading through that entire thing,
The Americans took
it
all the credit.
never. There's like, oh yeah, this plane was built in this place. Or was it? It was the first Harrier to be built in the US. It's like, hold up, one second, we get no credit here.
Yeah,
So,
you guys got like a little credit on like a little sidebar or something like that.
oh yeah, it was. It had a Rolls Royce engine. Oh, thank you. That's. Oh,
Thanks to
it was in
some
tiny
designers from
colors
the
as well.
UK, America made this amazing jet. Oh yeah, that was hilarious. That was really fun when we went there.
Uh-oh.
I remember you were so excited to look at the planes. Ah, it was great.
I've been so distracted that I actually. Oh, I'm being under attack right now. Ah, shit, shit. I haven't been playing the game properly. Oh, I need more food. Okay, I need
You're
to
running
restart the
out of.
game because I
You're
haven't
running
been
out of.
playing it right. Restart.
Jags and Vohi says, Shiny, since all you ever do is say how much you hate it, is there any American food that you do like?
Actually, I had a lot of really good food while I was in America. And the only thing I hated was how many calories they were, as well as I hated like the portion sizes because I could never finish them.
Yeah, they're enormous.
I enjoyed the well, actually, but is there's food that I had in America, but is there any like specifically American food that I had? Because I had Mexican food, I had uh, Puerto Rican food. Gonna Eerie? Hello? Hello. She just died on me. Don't probably just died of a heat stroke.
Was?
Well, I've died of heat stroke. Someone's stroked out here. Wait, why is that?
Wait.
I didn't mean to build that there.
Geheißen.
Oopsie. To build a windmill somewhere. Build it. We're very close together.
Sorry, I ghosted y'all. My
Dorfman.
Wi-Fi just
Just
disconnected for no
died.
reason.
Dorfman. Was?
Even my computer couldn't stand the American food.
Ja.
Well, is there any food that I had while in America that was specifically
Dorfman.
American food? Because I had like Puerto Rican food, I had Mexican food, and then I had. I guess I had a burger. That was it.
Yeah, you had like an American style burger. You had fish and chips. You had fish and chips at an Applebee's. You weren't a fan of the New York style pizza though.
No, I wasn't.
So there was that.
Well, okay, here's the thing. I'm gonna sound like a
Yeah, I don't
heathen
blame you,
to
it's pretty
other
big.
British people that I'm not a big fan of pizza, and
Okay.
just because I always hate how greasy pizza
Oh.
makes me feel after I eat it. Maybe it's just like a hypersensitivity thing, but like I can't stand it. I can't stand how greasy it makes me feel. So I just prefer
I
not to
didn't
have
know that.
pizza.
Dorfman. See you at Abba.
Oh, I wish I knew that. I didn't know that. But yeah, good to know.
It tastes great,
Uh,
pizza usually, but it's the feeling. I can't stand it.
yeah, I gotcha. Like the grease and all that. And what else did you try? We went to Panera Bread. You liked Panera Bread, like the
Oh yeah,
tomato-
the soup here was pretty good.
yeah, tomato soup.
Yeah.
Tomato soup with the bread slice. What else? What else did we had? We ate we went all over this.
We were constantly
all over
eating
the
out because we were already going like we were always going somewhere.
Oh yeah. Jake's info. He says, "Really eerie dad jokes." Yeah,
Spieße.
we got jokes that are ancient for your grandpa, not just your dad. We got grandpa jokes.
Food and coal.
So yeah. What else? We went to like every single restaurant probably. We even went to like the local like cafe.
Dorfman Beton. Ready?
But yeah,
What?
he even tried my cooking, which was not that great that day. But hey, I tried.
Well,
I tried.
You built up your cooking so much. Like that's the reason why I should get with you because you make really good food, and that you're gonna bring all this like Latina food that like you wouldn't get from a white woman, etc., etc., etc. And then the one time you tried to make panela vodka, it was like shit.
I was having an off day. We had no vodka. There was no vodka. We had red wine.
So you made it
Aged
with red wine, and it
with
made
Snoop
it
Dogg
really it made it really bitter.
It did make it bitter. I felt bad. I didn't like it. I asked you if you liked it, and you were like, "Oh, it's nice. It's fine." And I'm like, "I don't even like it. I don't like it." Oh, Jackson Bo, he said, "Can't believe you didn't take him to a Cracker Barrel." I did take him to a Cracker Barrel. I did.
What
He
did I eat at
had
the Cracker
biscuits
Barrel?
and gravy.
Oh yeah,
I'm
I did
sorry?
have biscuits and gravy. That's right. And they
You
were
had
pretty
the
nice actually.
biscuits
I
and the
liked
gravy.
it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So he had biscuits and gravy, and did you have like the steak there? I forgot what else you had. I had something else.
I don't remember. Don't think I had steak. I had something else.
Dorfman Beton.
But yeah, we were on a little food tour, a little bit of food tourism.
Yeah, because we were going out every day, so we just ate out instead of eating in.
Yeah.
Was?
I
And
like
that
me a
was
little.
that was really expensive though. Eating out.
I saved that money, okay? That's what I save my money for that express purpose. Otherwise, we would be eating BLTs all day and my homemade ramen every single day without
Well,
fail.
I don't mind eating a sandwich.
Oh yeah, but we did have like the same breakfast every morning, basically.
Yeah. Well,
We
we didn't
had
have the same break. We either had cereal or we had eggs, boiled eggs or
ham and
scrambled
toast.
eggs with ham and turkey. That was it. A sandwich.
Dorfman ready. Aber zum Graben.
Yeah. Sorry, my Wi-Fi's being dumb.
Well, then it suits you.
Man, Jackson Voorhees, he's really going at me today. He says, "You're shocked that a woman padded her resume shiny? They pad their bras, for God's sake." Man. Wow, brah. Really had to do me like that. Jackson Voorhees says, "Okay, it kind of warms my heart that Shiny liked Cracker Barrel. Did you play checkers while you waited?" No, we didn't play the checkers. Because the thing is, I don't really like to play the little games at the Cracker Barrel because everybody plays with the games at the Cracker Barrel and everyone touches it with their nasty hands when you're supposed to be eating. So we
I
did.
think you've already mentioned how that last that came up to me. Oh no! It shouldn't come up to me. She came up to, I think it was your sister after I had left her to go to the toilet.
Yeah. She came
Was that
over
in
and
the?
she's
That
like,
was in the
"What kind
Cracker
of
Barrel,
medicine
wasn't
is
it?
It was at the Cracker Barrel. Yeah, so you had like there were these two women that were sitting right behind you, and when you went to the bathroom, they were like, "What kind of accent is that? Like, where's he from?" And I'm like, "Oh, he's from the UK." And she's like, "Oh my gosh, God bless, that's so cool." And they were just like fangirling all over the place.
Yeah.
It was pretty funny.
He's from a really different place. Oh my
So
goodness! And
different. Wow.
he speaks weird.
That
Ooh.
was so fun.
Ja, kijk.
Ready.
So yeah, we ate at the Cracker Barrel.
Just gonna say, if you expect to have the same treatment while you're over here, prepare to be sorely disappointed.
I didn't think so. Wow, you've got a girlfriend from America. Yeah, I don't think so. Although I do expect a little bit of food tourism, you know what I mean? I like me some
Yeah.
food tourism.
Ready.
Well, I'm not sure. I'm not sure where to take you in terms of food.
I love food. I just love food. Simple as I like food. Did you hear that the Cracker Barrel is going to change its logo to something super lame? Like one of
What's
those like
that?
corporate ass looking logos?
Oh, I see. Okay.
Yeah, let me look for their barrel
Oh, I need food. Okay.
logo.
Ready.
It looks so bad.
Ja.
Where is it? I saw it all over Twitter. Why is it? Where is it?
Was?
Huh, I can't find it.
Okay.
I guess
Religious
they're not
longmouth.
changing their logo? Are they not changing?
So
their
it's like the oversimplified logo trend.
Yeah, basically.
Yes.
But anyway. Yeah, I don't know why I can't find it suddenly.
Maybe it never existed.
Ooh. So yeah, we went to a Cracker Barrel, we went to a cafe, we went to Panera Bread, we went to Applebee's. Jegs and Bo, he says, "Careful, Eerie. He'll try to turn you into a Benedict Arnold when you go over there." Who's Benedict Arnold? There's Benedict Cumberbatch. I know Arnold Rimmer. Benedict Arnold is, I'm picturing in my mind like an unholy amalgamation of the two.
Oh, you know what we have to try? Toasted eggs and soldiers. I love that for breakfast.
Oh, yeah, you told me about that.
Toasted
sounds
eggs?
really
No,
nice.
runny egg and toasted soldiers.
Yeah, that sounds lovely. I like that.
It's difficult to boil the eggs right because they've got to be runny enough for the yolk to be able to. You can dip it in,
Mm-hmm.
Inti?
but when you get it right, oh, that is nice.
Mhm.
Ich werde gerade.
You gotta have like a nice runny, sunny side up egg.
Mm-hmm. The Militian ship equipped with
But trust
broadside
me, by the time I
ballistas.
see you again, I will have mastered cooking. I will have mastered cooking really well. Trust me on that one.
I'm not sure I believe you.
I will make you my grandma's red rice. I know you had tried to have your mom recreate it, and it didn't work.
No, I didn't.
Because you guys don't have the secret ingredient that we Puerto Ricans have. It's a secret. I tell you about it.
Well, it also wasn't fried, which I swear it was as well when you had it over there.
Have a Kreuze?
It
Wasn't
wasn't
it?
fried.
I'm pretty sure the ones that we had were fried, weren't they?
Fried rice?
Well, the red rice that we had, I'm pretty sure it was fried, wasn't it?
We don't make it the same. We just like use a lot less water, and it doesn't. It's nice and dry, so that the rice is nice and dry. We don't need to fry it. But the secret sauce is sofrito, and we Puerto Ricans we trade it like it's crack. Basically, it's just a mishmash frappe of garlic, peppers, and onions, essentially, and we trade it. And the reason why is because depending on when you put it in the dish, depending on when you cook it, it makes the dish taste different every single time. Nobody really knows why. It just does.
And aren't you?
Yeah. And also, adobo. You can get adobo at any store. It's the Goya brand. And it's just our seasoning. And you just treat it like it's salt. You can just go to a Walmart right now and get some. But yeah, that's the secret sauce. That's our secret spices, and that's our secret sauce.
And that's what you have to get coated with.
Das wird gebaut werden.
Yes, that's what you get coated with.
Ja. Hier kommt.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
Here come the
Uh-oh.
ships. Here they come. Here they come.
Uh-oh.
Here they come. Here they come.
The problem is, like, I'm trying to talk while focus on this game, which means that I'm basically a little fucked. In this game, there's many things that you have to focus on. You have to focus on the development of your little civilization, which means you have to build houses, you have to set up mines, you have to tell people to go collect stuff.
It's a bit more involved. Okay, I got
Yeah,
you.
it's a quite involved game, and I'm also a little new at it, so I...
Tell you what, if you
Oh.
need to focus, let me know.
No, it's not that I also... Well, we need to keep talking, it's just that I need to pay a little more attention.
Okay.
Oh, the fuck, no, I made the wrong ships. Uh-oh, I made the wrong ships. Shit.
Whoa.
I have no standing army, no standing navy. Okay, barracks.
You're not
They're
standing,
they're
you're
already in age 3? Okay, monastery... Barracks. Okay, barracks that produces people very fast. That's very good for me.
Gehastet mich.
We need more troops.
All the upgrades.
Inti, höre auf uns. Ja, ja.
Get
I
out of
can
here.
imagine this is what it's like to be God watching a whole ass war. He's like, look at those little people scuffling down there. They're so cute. They really think they're doing something here.
A small ship packed with explosives. When killed, damaging any units in the area. Suicide ships.
Kamikaze ships.
I need more. Okay, I need more food.
Very fun in Jegson. Very funny.
Geburtskapten.
I need more wood. I need more ships. I need more food. I need more wood.
Well, where do you get those things? Ships and more food and more wood.
Okay. Transport ship, go back. Well, you get it just by telling your people to go make it, like essentially. So like you tell your people, okay, go get some more wood, and all the workers go and they just get wood.
Okay.
But that's the thing, because you just otherwise you get people who are just sitting around not doing very much, like that guy. Okay, with more workers. I don't have enough wood to build more ships.
Was soll ich tun?
But hey, at least you have the fields to make the food, right? Is that what that's for?
Yep. I like fishing boats. I think they'll do. I haven't actually played on a map where you've got oceans, and I thought it actually make it a bit easier because you've got a whole ocean between you and the enemy. So it's like, how are they going to fuck with you? And I just realized, oh, actually, that makes it easier for them to hit me.
Mm-hmm.
But I am lagging behind at the moment, which ain't good. Okay, I'm going to need a lot more food to go into the next stage.
Jegson Voorhees says, "Shiny as a god scares me, and Eerie as a god terrifies me."
Zieht zum Gewehr kommen.
You should be scared.
You'd be a really forgetful god.
Was soll ich
Oh, I would be. I'd be like, whoops, I accidentally set the temperature too high. Global warming happened in this part, and there's no one living in it. Oh, boy. Oh, gosh, we got another ice age. Oh, my gosh. All right, hang on. I got this under control. That would be me as a god. I would just be accidentally neglectful.
Oh, there's a transport ship right there with a scout on it. Fuck out of here! Get out of here! Get after him! Fuck him up!
Bereit, etwas Arbeit.
Fishing boat.
Was soll getan werden?
die Horchen alle? Ich lasse das als Dach bauen.
I don't think you'd want a fishing boat because the fishing boat would get attacked.
Gib mir etwas zu
No, I'm getting the fish. I need food, and I'm doing better at that now. So now I need to focus on the wood. I also need to focus on the standing army front. I think as long as I can get a good navy going,
Gib mir
I can make sure that they're not going to land on my island.
Bewegungen.
Mm-hmm.
I think that's my idea.
Eurem Gehecht. Was soll
As long as I can keep a strong navy, I'm doing it the British way.
Fahrt ab nach
Keep a strong navy. Make sure everyone fucks off and leaves you alone.
Ich will eine Beruhigung.
All right, how we looking? We
Okay,
got
I'm
some
doing better
wood.
on the wood front. I need some more houses still.
Was soll getan werden? Ich lasse
How about
das
we
als
build some houses in this whole new area that we chopped down?
Hol das Loot. Bereit zu behorchen. Bereit zu
All
schießen.
right, all right. When did we get into the idea of like, let's stack one residence on top of the other and call it a building? That's a great idea.
Ein
When do we do that?
Bauetes Buch.
What do you mean, stack up residents on top of each other?
Was soll ich tun?
Well, you know, just like they used to just build out, and then eventually during like the Industrial Revolution, they were like, "Hey, why don't we build up?" And they were like, "That's a genius idea."
Well,
and that's how buildings
it
happen.
wasn't unique to the Industrial Revolution that people built multi-story buildings. It was just it became more and more convenient to be able to do that because the better building materials came along.
Oh, yeah. And during industrialization, you had to pack people in one place.
Mhm.
to keep working in the field, in the mines. Not the mines, the factories.
Yeah.
It was the factories that changed everything.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
Uh oh.
My navy's just being decimated. Just shooting my guys. Get out of there.
Uh oh.
Stop shooting my farms. Bastards.
Was soll getan werden?
Meine Brüder.
Alright. I should have enough now, shouldn't I?
Sie zur Geheiß.
For Elizabeth Palace. Okay, let's get Elizabeth Palace up and running.
You could put Elizabeth Palace wherever you want.
Yeah, essentially,
That's so cool.
it can, yeah. It's... I need something defensive, and I'm just going to tell them to... Okay, yeah, that's maybe not the way I would have walked if I were you lot. Okay, you can... you can just fucking die. Okay, maybe don't... Maybe don't go over there. And they've captured 2 sacred sites. I think there might be a third one they have to control. Yeah, basically, if you capture the sacred site for 10 minutes, you win.
Uh oh.
And they're stacking my farms.
Do you want to like play for like 30 more minutes and then hang out?
Yeah, we can do that.
Cool. Seems like you might need some time to get a grasp on this game a little more. What do you think? I'm not saying you're a noob. I'm just saying you're a noob, but nicely.
I've done better than this before. I was playing this last night. I did well in it. And they've just destroyed Elizabeth Tower. Okay, how about this? Quick match. Fuck it. I'll play on easy because I have to focus on conversation and that.
Sounds good.
Actually, what are some of these bonuses that civilizations get? I've only looked at 2 of them. Research bonus, camels, Chinese, increased line of sight from scouts, royal knights in feudal age, town centers work rate increased per age. That's pretty useful. Holy Roman Empire, which is what I was playing as before.
Mm-hmm.
Place relics in outposts, stone towers for defensive and economic bonuses. Relics placed in docks will change the ship attack speed. Early man at arms in the feudal age. Emplacements are cheaper. Outposts range are increased. It's pretty useful.
Mm-hmm.
Buildings within the influence of the town gain emergency repairs. What's English get? Ships are cheaper. That's pretty useful. Keep all military units. Also, can produce all military units. Villagers can wield bow and arrows when attacking enemy units. Produce man at arms faster than any other civilization. Farms are cheaper to produce. Farms near mills gather faster by age. Okay, I'm going English.
All right.
And of course, my enemies are going to be the French on easy mode.
Alex Halo is in the chat, and he says, "Hi everyone, can't stay long. I'm on my break." What's up?
Actually,
What's
I'll
good?
go back to intermediate.
Always good to see you in the chat. Jags and Vogue says maybe Shiny could play something easy like Batman or his little train game. The little
Shut
train
the fuck
game.
up.
What, you don't like the little train game?
I like the little trade game. Just don't talk down to me like that. How about you go fuck yourself?
Oh my gosh. The English flag on America Day? Shiny, why do you blaspheme?
Well, I've also got the French flag up there, so it makes it equal.
But we don't give a shit about the French. Nobody does. Why do you blaspheme, Shiny?
All right, food first priority.
All right, get as much food as you can. almost exhaust yourself to the point of like, oh my gosh, we have an obesity crisis, and then you know you're good to go.
Create something called the food pyramid.
And completely fail at it. Completely fail at nutritional education. Did you get the food pyramid at one point? As like the standard of nutrition?
I remember seeing it in class.
Mm-hmm.
I
I remember.
It's been a long time since school, so it's hard to remember.
Yeah. Like when I was in 2nd and 3rd grade, when I was in Catholic school, I actually had to make a poster board with the food pyramid on it. But like I don't know if it was debunked by that time. But yeah, the food pyramid was just it was bad. It's like eat all of the carbs. All the carbs, eat all of it. You need all of the carbs. What are calories? Fuck you. We don't know what calories are.
I didn't think it was funny that Jordan Peterson blamed the entirety of America being obese just purely on the food pyramid. It's like, I'm pretty sure there are more elements at play here than just the food pyramid.
Yeah, it was part of the problem, but you know, it wasn't.
I'm pretty sure it
the
didn't
problem.
help, but
No,
like, I'm pretty sure the fact that you can't fucking walk anywhere in America also contributes.
The only thing Canada's got going for it, other than Justin Trudeau, is the fucking. We don't have the fucking food pyramid. The fucking Americans. He doesn't cuss. The Americans, like, they get all fat and obese because of the food pyramid, and that's why.
And you're full of steaks.
They cannot save their father from the belly of the whale because they are the whales. We need to save our fathers from them. It's a bloody outrageous thing, man. These guys sound almost Scottish. The voices in this thing.
Yaru, whatever that means.
Wolfsbane says, come on, Shiny, even the French hates the French. Mostly everyone else hating on Paris. Essentially.
No,
why do we hate the French again?
Just the French.
What do they do?
Everything.
Ah.
Well, for England, it's just like a very historic division. Lots of wars. Yeah.
And basically, you had to be the safe harbor from the fucking French Revolution. Man, I'm cussing my mouth off like a sailor today. Damn. I don't know why. Maybe it's the oppressive heat. The oppression never stops.
One second, no, cancel that. I think I've got a better idea for this. You still get the bonuses if it's a tile out, so I'm thinking that I can cheat it a little bit and fit more in here.
Oh, what you thinking? What you thinking?
I'm thinking I squeeze more in here by building a tile slightly out of it.
Okay.
Here worked.
Some gold around here. There was some gold here. There's a big pile of gold up there. Not too far away.
What
from
was
me.
the French Revolution? Do you know?
Yeah, well, yeah, I know what the French Revolution is. Oh, hello. So the French Revolution was essentially the French saying we don't like monarchies anymore, and that we're so sick and tired of the monarchy just constantly fucking up our economy and everything, and we just want to get rid of them.
Just kill them.
It led to basically lots of inequalities and injustice. Just got to the point where the French were just like, okay, fuck it, we're just gonna revolt. But the thing is, the French Revolution was quite a horrible event. It was essentially a clusterfuck of.
It was anarchy.
It was almost like an anarchy, but it was a purity culture where anyone that wasn't deemed to be as part of the revolution, anyone who was slightly suspected of having sympathy for the crown was killed.
Oh.
There was an insane amount of people killed during the French Revolution.
That's crazy.
And some of them, well, most of them were just for the stupidest of reasons.
So I guess it was the ultimate cancel culture, badumching. Those SJWs, am I right? Jags and Vo, he says it's super ironic that one of our greatest symbols of American freedom came from France. Yeah, the Statue of Liberty.
I still think it's funny that America just told France to go fuck itself after France just gave America tons of money and weapons to say fucking the English. France comes back to America and say, "Hey, could you like pay us back, please?" And America's like, "Nah, I think we're good."
Nah.
And then that caused more economic downturn.
George Washington caused the French Revolution.
Certainly didn't help.
It wasn't like the last person to die by guillotine like was in like the 80s or something like that.
I don't know.
It's got to be a crazy way to die. Like, are you still
Instant
conscious after your
decapitation.
head gets cut off?
I think for a few seconds, yeah.
That's scary.
So-
Like, one moment you're looking down, next thing you know, you're in a basket, and then it goes to black.
Well, I suppose it'd be a bit like your battery running out. You know how your battery runs out and like a light just slowly runs out of power, so it
Mhm.
slowly fades. I think that's what it would be like to die by guillotine, because your brain is still functioning and it's just eating up as much oxygen it can from its it's already in its blood to keep itself going, but then it'll just stop eventually.
That's scary. That's
I
scary
think
to
there are
think
lots of
about.
people who have theorized how long people have been awake after they've been decapitated.
Really?
Yeah.
That's scary. Jeez. Jackson Vo, says, which means depending on how you fall, you could look at your own album before you die. Your own album? I don't know, dude. Like I heard like there was one legend where there was this one woman that died by guillotine and they picked her up by her hair and they slapped her cheeks and her cheeks turned red. It's like, whoa, okay.
It was probably the blood. Oh shit! I'm still lagging behind because I've been an idiot. I haven't built any mines. Shit.
Oh, he said, look at your own ass. Okay. Which means depending on how you fall, you could look at your own ass before you die. Yeah. Well, Spain, death by hanging or decapitation? We were talking about the guillotine and how dark of a method it is to die that way. Like whoever came up with that, that is a uniquely dark way to
French.
die. Of course, it was the fucking French. Leave it up to the
Because
French.
they needed a more efficient way of killing people.
Yeah. Oh shit! I sent you this thing from Philip DeFranco where I think in Florida. I don't know where it is.
Florida.
Florida. Oh, here it is. It's in Los Angeles, I think. They have already voted to begin castrating criminals that target children. And you know what? I think that's pretty based. I think so. Basically, they're trying to get a method through where you can either choose to go to jail for 5 years or get your balls removed. Pick one. 5 years or your balls.
What the hell?
Yeah. I think that would be great.
It
Jackson
seems a
Vo,
little barbaric. It seems like a medieval punishment.
but it's only specifically for the P to the E's to the D's to the O's. You know what I mean? Yes, it's particularly barbaric, but a particularly barbaric way, punishment for a particularly barbaric crime. And you don't die from it.
Sure.
You don't die, right?
I don't know, just like man to man, I'm just thinking, that's pretty.
Well, then don't diddle kids. Simple.
I know that's simple, but just like just the thought of it makes me wince.
Yeah, exactly. As every groomer should feel. It should make them wince. And should make them cower in fear. Because if it weren't for that method, it would be my 9mm.
You don't have a 9mm.
I don't have a 9mm, but if I did have a 9mm.
Yeah,
Jackson
but
Bodie says, ironically, the guillotine was invented as a more humane means of executing people, since the axe wasn't always consistent. Oh, yeah, I prefer guillotine than axe. Yeah, you're right. Yep.
Because there's a possibility they could just go miss and hit you back.
Yes, I've heard of that. Yeah, that sounds even
In fact,
worse.
they might even not. Depending on the sharpness of the axe, they might not even break through your neck. So your neck will just be limply hanging on as you're screaming in agony.
Oh, jeez, Lord. Yeah, I wouldn't want that. Yeah. Alex Halo says, let's do a wood chipper instead. Yeah, you do a wood chipper
I
for
can
a
get
pedophile.
behind that.
I can do that.
Okay, axes.
Death by wood chipper. Wolfsbane says it was either that or die by the prison system. They don't like groomers. Well, I sleep nice and comfy at night knowing what they do to groomers in prison. That's if you want a good night's rest, a good night's sleep.
I would just take the prison system there. I don't want to lose my balls.
I don't think anybody would like to lose their balls. But then
I would prefer to be brutally shivved to death in a shower.
Yeah, it's a better way to go, I guess.
I'd prefer to die choking on my own blood than have my bloody balls chopped off. And also, like, as well, it's just to let people go that have committed these heinous acts because they had their balls chopped off. Is like, that seems a little too easy in a way.
Mm-hmm. I heard that, like, in the prison system, they kind of have to protect those kinds of people. But if I was a prison guard...
It depends on the prison. Yeah, it depends on the prison. Officially, they have to protect all prisoners. Unofficially, there are some guards that just let it happen. But there are plenty of guards that have complete apathy towards anything that happens to the prisoners, so they don't really care if they get killed.
Yeah, but, like, there's a particular kind of prisoner I would have particularly low empathy for. As soon as they go in, I'd be like, hey, guys, guess what this guy did? And then just leave them to it. Do what you want with that information. Alex says, well, my break is over. Back later if you're still streaming. See ya, Alex.
We're only going to be streaming for a little while now because we're ending it early.
Yeah.
Okay, so I have archery. I need a barracks.
It's absolutely insane to me that, like, Western civilization has come so far that even in this year of, like, what year is this again? What year is this taking place?
Oh, this game.
Yeah, or like this level.
Oh, it's just a general medieval era.
Yeah, during the medieval era, we had like such advanced art and architecture. We just eventually got like pretty far in life.
Well, funny enough, you say that. It's called the medieval era or the Dark Ages because it lost a lot of art and architecture.
Oh, ironic.
Because it was after the fall of the Roman Empire where much of Europe then became divided amongst like kingdoms.
Were they more technologically advanced before then?
Yes.
Oh.
And it wasn't until the Renaissance until many of the technologies and architecture and art came back, which is why we call it the Renaissance.
Oh, I didn't know that. See, I don't know basic history. Give me 1 second.
Here, I need to get everyone wood.
What do you think it was like living in the Renaissance?
Pretty shit ordeal, I suppose. I mean, it depends. It's like, what's it like living in any era? There are many eras that are kind of shit to live in. Like, I would say we live in the best era to live in. Like, despite everything that's happening, we have showers. Do you know, like,
Oh, yeah.
before showers, all you had was cold baths, or if you were
Yeah.
rich, you had maybe a lukewarm bath.
That's true. That's true. I guess we are kind of the luckiest era to live.
You know how many medicines that allow you to live a very comfortable life that we didn't have during other eras.
Yeah, life expectancy is a lot longer than it used to be. That's true.
Like, women are expected to live past childbirth now.
That's true.
So it's we bitch about the era we live in, but I'm genuinely pretty happy the fact that I live in the modern era. In fact, if anything, I would want to live in the future, just because I know it would be much more comfortable to live in.
Maybe.
The book that I was writing actually had that as a central theme. The idea of like how how easy we have. I remember it. I forgot what it was called now.
Spark?
No, that's not a book. It was the one where that guy found himself back in time.
Oh yeah, I remember that. I forgot
Ashes of
what it was
Civilization.
called. It was really good.
Ashes of Civilization.
Ashes
And
of Civilization.
the central idea was that the modern protagonist that finds himself in the past, it was trapped essentially in lots of modern comforts.
Mm-hmm.
So basically meant that he never did well with his life. But when he lived in the medieval era, with all of them gone, like he realized how lucky he was before, because he didn't have to chop his wood just because he wanted to stay warm, etc., etc.
Yeah, he had to survive.
So,
Jigs and Vohe says air conditioning is peak civilization. Not that the British would know. But yeah, we do kind of live in the most privileged era, don't we?
yeah, in many ways.
Probably my favorite revolution that's happening in the current era is the psychological revolution. We're hitting things in psychology and in health that we've hit heights that we've never had before. As well as communication. Good gracious. My grandmother was talking to me and I was crying because you left. I dropped you off and I cried in front of my grandma, and she's like, it's insane that you live in an era where, to have somebody across the world be your love. Like, if it was when I was a kid, it would have been through phone calls. It would have been through letters. It wouldn't be through, like, video chat, or it wouldn't be through, like, text messaging or anything like that. We do live in an insane era right now.
It does make you think how different it's going to be. Because many of these revolutions were difficult to predict, but now you kind of know about them. They seem kind of simple, like a simple idea. Because it's like, instantaneous communication. Yeah, of course that's the next evolutionary step. But that's not something that people really thought was going to be the future.
Oh, yeah. You can never predict it.
Yeah, because people try to predict everything. The idea of futurism, there's so many people that look at it and they just chalk it down to tons of things that are really unconventional. Like when you look back to the future and the way that they predict the future, they seem to think that everything's going to be with all these unconventional screens and windows and all kinds of stuff. It's basically the 80s with tons of shit clapped onto it.
Yeah.
But then when you look at the actual future, it's much more conventional because, it's much more conventional just to build a car than it is to build a flying car. It's much more, just build a car that's better than it currently is. That's all you need to do because the car's already pretty conventional in a sense. Same with trains. You don't need to reinvent the train. You don't need maglevs and you don't need that. You just build a better train and it's conventional. The conventional way is usually the best way. But
Have you realized that the Queen of England lived through two whole ass revolutions?
Yes.
Like, she lived through the Industrial Revolution of like the 20s or so,
Mhm.
and then she lived through the Information Revolution in the 2000s. That's
What's
insane.
weird for me to think about is the fact that my grandfather grew up in the 70s. No, not the 70s. Sorry, he grew up in the 50s.
Ah, yeah.
Like
Jason
that
Voorhees-
is.
Yeah.
I'll let you read the super chat.
It's not a super chat.
Oh.
Dude, Jackson Voorhees says Eerie is a modern mail order bride ? Bro.
Oof.
He says I still want my flying car and skateboard. I don't think so, man. I don't think we're gonna get that. Who knows what the next revolution's gonna be?
It's like the future simultaneously. Something that's going to be conventional and something that's unpredictable. Like it's something that is a genuine large step forwards.
Yeah.
It's sort of weird because growing up, I remember the internet being such a niche thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, because like we didn't have streaming services, we didn't have like all this stuff, and YouTube was the place of geeky people who played games.
Yeah.
Now, like that's what social media was. Social media was either Facebook or it was, in terms of like videos and stuff, it was just YouTube.
Yeah. Jackson Voorhees, I agree with what he says here. He says it still feels weird that I watched the internet be born and grow. Yeah. I mean, I wasn't fully like conscious of it. I just knew it was pretty new. Like I remember like our first flat screen computer going from my grandparents, like the tube computer. Do you remember the tube computer? It was like a box, like a white, like cream colored box, and like the floppy disk thing at the bottom, and it took forever for it to load. I was a child then. I was very small, but I still remember it. And then my parents, they got like their first like flat screen computer with like a CPU unit at the bottom. And I was like, whoa, this is streamlined. This is crazy. And you know what I did? I played Dora the Explorer on nickjr.com as a kid.
I remember playing those Scooby-Doo games, as well as I very distinctly remember playing all the Doctor Who games as well.
Yeah.
The Doctor Who games were wild. That was an era.
Were they? There was a time where I really liked American Girl, so I played all of the American Girl games on their website. They're the overpriced dolls that I pointed out to you at the mall.
Yeah, the ones that looked horrible.
Yeah, that was like a childhood. That was an era from my childhood, American Girl. But even though I didn't have the dolls, like the games online were still free. So I did that, and I played the PBS Kids website. My gosh, when it went, everything ran on Flash. Remember that?
Yeah.
Nobody's gonna remember that nowadays, are they? Like,
don't suppose you didn't play Club Penguin? Not Club Penguin. Club Penguin.
Club Penguin. Oh my gosh, I've seen people play Club Penguin as a child. I didn't fully get it. I was still pretty young at that age.
I played Club Penguin tons as a kid.
Mm-hmm. I played Pop Tropica. I grew up on Pop Tropica.
There we go. I'm having a much better time now in this game. Now I'm a bit more active in playing it.
Mm-hmm.
I've repelled a few of their attacks.
So I grew up on Pop Tropica, and I grew up on Animal Jam, and that was the National Geographic Kids MMO game. Um, and yeah, so Celestial Falcon. He says Club Penguin, Pop Tropica, Webkins, etc. At Adventure Quest. Yeah. And I
Oh,
also
do
played.
you know what I also
uh,
remember?
what else do you remember?
Farmville. All the like
Farmville.
yeah. So it's basically a bit like Stardew Valley, but everything had a timer and a special currency that it's designed to sap you of.
Oh yeah.
Everything's designed to try and make you pay into the game, and there's a social element as well where you can visit people's farms, or you could oh
Oh geez.
yeah, they're onto sacred sites. I've only
Uh-oh.
just started looking at that. I don't think I can make it there in time, but I could try and
This
block them
current
from
generation
that.
is not going to remember when things ran on Flash. That's insane.
Yeah, I
Did you have
remember.
Brain Pop? Oh yeah, go ahead.
I remember cool math games.
Cool math games, yeah. I remember I had cool math games. But do you remember Brain Pop?
What?
Brain Pop? Yeah, I guess not then. Basically, it was like an educational site for kids, and there was this guy. I forgot his name, and he had this pet robot named Moby. It was an orange robot, and he only spoke in beeps and boops. And they would like talk about like different educational things, and there were different games on and all that. And they would talk about like say like historical figures. They would talk about history and science and math and technology and all that stuff. And it all ran on Flash. And I don't know if it's still up, but I think a lot of things discontinued since Flash was discontinued.
Yeah, basically you have to play special Flash websites to even just play it now.
Yeah.
Like there are ways to play it, but it's just a bit more complex now.
I wish I grew up in the era of MySpace and Newgrounds. That's like I'd say it's a regret, but then again, there was nothing else I could have done as like a 5-year-old. Like, I wasn't gonna appreciate MySpace or Newgrounds as a 5-year-old, dude. Because like looking back on those things, like that was awesome. That looked like it was freaking awesome, dude. I would have loved MySpace, and I would have loved Newgrounds, especially when I was like into my animation era. I really I love looking at online animations and trying to animate. I still love animating, I'm not gonna lie, but I would have loved Newgrounds in its heyday. It would have been so cool. Is Newgrounds still up? Because like they had to run on Flash, I think.
I don't know. You'd have to check that for yourself.
So I think there's going to be a whole generation that doesn't remember what it was like to run something on Flash. That's insane.
To me, a lot of my childhood on the internet was just YouTube, Paul Solis Jr. I need to get my gold up.
I wasn't into YouTube until around like 2014-ish. And that was with like, do you remember Nigahiga? Nigahiga? How'd you pronounce his name? Oh my gosh, it's such an unfortunate name. There was Smosh. There was what other YouTube channel? Like early PewDiePie. Early PewDiePie. Good gracious.
I didn't watch early PewDiePie. A lot of my childhood was watching like Yozcast, Markiplier, Sky Does Minecraft. I remember that. Better, da 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 da. And it's like fucking crazy thinking back to that.
Yeah. Celestial Falcon, Tobuscus. Yes, I remember Tobuscus.
Oh, hello.
I remember watching early PewDiePie because he played Happy Wheels and he made it look so funny. It was just a gruesome game, bro. Do you remember Happy Wheels? I bet Yogscast played Happy Wheels.
I remember Happy Wheels. I don't actually know if they played Happy Wheels, but I remember Happy Wheels because of what was it? Irish YouTuber Jacksepticeye. That's it.
Jacksepticeye, yeah.
I
James Moore.
believe in you. I believe. Yes.
I believe in Steve. In Steve. Yeah, James Moore. He just donated $5. Thank you so much, James Moore. He says Newgrounds is still up and going strong, still doing community events, and still giving rewards. Last I checked. No way, dude. All right, that's great to hear. Oh man, it's kind of sad to see animation kind of go, and the more as time marches on, the more I realize, like, yeah, I think animation's going the way of comics at this point because there's so many great animated shows and great animated movies that are coming out, but it's so hard to get attention on them, you know. But hey, that's just the way the cookie crumbles, you know. And now it's just like very easy, free content, like on YouTube or such. Celestial Falcon says, I legit would sing Tobuscus Assassin's Creed literal trailers with my friends. It's the lunch table in high school. I know that exact video. Oh my gosh. Oh man. There was a time where I could sing that song by heart, but I forgot how it went.
Do you know how I got into Markiplier?
How did you get into Markiplier? Tell me.
I watched his Alien Isolation videos.
Really?
He loved his horror games, didn't he? Well, I don't. Well, he probably still does, but I don't watch him.
Yeah, he's like currently supporting I think Iron Lung. Yeah.
Oh yeah, he wanted to make his own Iron Lung movie.
Yeah.
What's happening with that?
I don't know. I'll have to look that one up. James Moore says obligatory fuck Aaron Hansen and he's a terrible person, etc., etc. What did he do, dude? I remember Aaron Hansen. I liked Game Grumps with Aaron Hansen. What happened? I knew he like became like super like marketable to a point where it became toxic. What happened, dude? Anyway, Celestial Falcon said Stargate, Ubisoft, Sparkle. That's right. from Tobuscus.
Wait, what's Stargate Ubisoft Sparkle?
Oh, he would sing the trailers literally. He would literally sing the trailer as it was playing. So everything that appeared on screen, he would sing it. And it was an era. It was a time. I'll show you that. I'll show you later. Pan.
All right, I guess we're seeing that later. So what did you do after the stream?
I can show you Tobuscus. That specific video.
I think I feel more like just relaxing because I'm gonna have to go to bed because I've got work tomorrow.
We can finish up Black Books if you want.
Yeah, okay, we'll finish up Black Books.
Cool. There's actually I wanna be a time where we could rewatch Arcane. I don't know why. I've been itching to rewatch Arcane. It was so good, and I want to see it again for some reason.
Well, yeah, well, we can definitely do that. I definitely love it as well.
Yeah. So yeah, there was Yogscast, there was PewDiePie, there was Markiplier, there was Tobuscus, there was. Oh, wasn't there like Door Monster?
I think Door Monster is a newer generation of YouTubers. They're not part of the old.
Do you remember how animals eat their food?
No.
You don't remember? You don't know that video? How animals eat their food?
No.
Oh, that was a time. What else? What else do I remember? How animals eat their food. James Moore says rewatch Arcane closer to November. Ooh, that's it.
Okay, because that's when the next season's coming out.
Yes. Gotta hold in that desire until November. No, not November. Anyway, Celestial Falcon says show Shiny the literal trailers for Brotherhood. That was a great one. Revelations, yes, and Black Flag, yes. Halo Reach is also a good one. Yes, I remember all of these, dude. Also like his animations too from Tobuscus.
I'm curious about the Stargate one because I love Stargate.
Yeah. No, I think it was when Stargate was like a company.
What?
The Stargate company. Like they made. Yeah. I think they made Assassin's Creed. I think they produced it. I don't freaking know. Look at little Tim sleeping so soundly. Wake up, Timmy! Wake up! There's a monster. Don't be scared, Timmy, or he'll eat you. Monsters smell fear. Lucky for you, I've got a safety torch. Oh my
Rooster
god!
Teeth. That's another one.
What was Rooster Teeth? Yes, yes. I visually brush by Rooster Teeth every now and again. I was really into MMD animations. I had some awareness of Ruby at that time, but I was super into like Hatsune Miku MMDs, and just like I was like, wow, people can animate so well with these like crappy like programs. Like it's so cool. I feel like if I grew up, like Ruby would have been something I would have like devoured as a child.
I think
I would
my problem with Ruby is that it's just incredibly surface level.
Yeah, I guess.
Like the only real thing that I think, wow, that's fucking awesome is the animation.
Mm-hmm.
Like, or not even necessarily the animation. The fight choreography is the only thing I have to praise. And certainly not the writing that I praise.
Yeah. It went downhill, unfortunately.
Like, it never was uphill to begin with.
Don't you have the Rooster Teeth belt buckle?
Yeah, I got the Rusty belt buckle for my prom.
Why of all things did you get the belt buckle?
I just, well, you know what kids are like. They're like, oh, I like the thing. I've got to buy the thing. So, and I needed a belt buckle. The trousers that I got for my suit, because it was both the prom and my uncle's wedding, and it had to be a suit that lasts forever. So the trousers were a bit big for me.
Mm-hmm.
So I needed a belt to keep them around my waist, and I was like, okay, well, we could get this belt, or I could get a belt buckle from Rooster Teeth, which a company I really like.
Yeah. So you got the belt buckle.
Yeah.
Sponsored by Rooster Teeth.
Ooh, I have just spotted an invading army coming my way.
I'll stop you right there. It's 90% of it.
90% of Ruby's the problem.
The problem with Ruby is Ruby. Celestial Falcon says he has the achievement Hunter coasters. Lol.
The fuck is going on here?
And then there was Machinima. Like, that was cool.
Isn't Machinima dead now?
Oh yeah, it's deader than a doornail.
That's so weird, because I remember Machinima, didn't they have that really horrible practice they had with YouTubers as part of their network?
Yeah,
it was really predatory.
Apparently, like they were like super predatory with like the gamer YouTubers that they would work with, because there was a time where video games was super hard to monetize.
Well, that, and also it was a hard sphere to break into.
Mm-hmm.
So you'd have to give them a ridiculous amount of your YouTube revenue.
Wolfsbane also donated $4.99, and he says, IMO, animation went down for a number of reasons. Bad management of the big three, Tumblr crowd taking over the industry with Cal Arts, and so much controversy. Yeah, dude, it just is sad to look at. But fortunately, I have hope that there's going to be a new wave of animation. I'm at least hanging on that hope, kind of like how comics people are hanging on Comicsgate. Uh-oh.
They got reinforcements before my reinforcements arrived.
There was like the Has-Been Hotel that got popular, and that was an indie animation. Then there was Great Amazing Digital Circus, and that is super, super famous right now. Like everybody is eating up every single minute of every single episode that's coming out, and there's only 2 episodes out. Then there's Lackadaisy, the one with the cats, during
Mhm.
the Prohibition era. That's a crazy premise to like spit out, but cats during the Prohibition. Yeah, there's that movie. There's that show. Um, and they're all getting super, super famous. And then there's Drone Warriors, something drone, Dead Drone.
Yeah, I think I know what you're on about because
It's
I
from
hear
the
people
it's from
kill
Glitch.
drones or something.
Kill drone, murder drones. I remember. Yeah, kill drones. It was murder drones. So yeah, fortunately they are going through Glitch, the YouTube channel Glitch, and from what I hear, Glitch is like super solid. And I hope they do really, really well. And I hope someday I could be one of them. I could be part of their number. But right now, I have to be a corporate shell. Right now, I have to be a suit in an office. Unfortunately, I gotta be the data analytics girl for now. For now, until I can follow my dream. I hope Shiny, wherever you go with visual effects, I would love to follow you wherever you go with that. You know, even if
I
I
would love
can't
to
do it.
actually get a job in it.
I know. Like we're both holding out on. We both have one foot on both sides of the coin. We both have both sides of the coin.
No,
Essentially.
I've got myself on fully on one side of the coin, and the problem is that no one's hiring on that side.
Yeah. Meanwhile, I'm on the other side of the coin, and I can't find anyone hiring on this side either. We're in the same boat right now. But whichever
You went for data
gets
analytics. I went for my creative side with visual effects, and it just
yeah,
so happened that neither, despite both of us being pretty optimistic about getting a job at the end of it, despite the the directions we've gone, neither of us have managed to find jobs in what we got educated in.
I know. That speaks to, I guess, more of the corporate world than anything. But hey,
In
that's
this
where life goes.
economy, ooh.
I wanted to go to the North Carolina Institute of Arts. Um, and I went over there and took a look over there. And I also like looked at some I remember I looked at some like final animations and they were just not good. Um, and I'm like, I really want to pursue animation. And then I just realized eventually like it just was not feasible at all. It was just way too expensive for what it was worth. But if you could somehow make it, I'm hoping to follow along. That's my dream. But if I make it, we're still making it together if you want. That's the way I see it.
Yeah,
So,
well, the first part in that is actually getting the job.
yeah.
Like, I've mentioned this 1,000 times, but fuck, it's difficult finding a job after the actors and writers strike. It is really difficult. I've talked to many people about it. Like after the last morning nonsense I was on, like I was talking to Glib, and he's
Mhm.
like, "Yeah, it's bad on our side as well. Like, because no one's hiring cameramen or anything that like that. He's not hiring. No one's hiring any production assistants. The only and no one's hiring um like anyone in visual effects, which is my wheelhouse. Just the
Yeah.
worst time to graduate.
There's like this cute little like studio that I've seen on Twitter and on YouTube, and they basically graduated and just opened a little studio in one of their friends' basements. Um and basically the only ones that are kind sort of making it right now are indie people. So we might need to
Mm.
start looking in that direction. For now. For now. I know you've got a project going on with some guy for a fan project, I think.
Yeah,
Uh
he's
Star Wars?
paying me for that. Yeah, it's a Star Wars fan film, and he's paying me for it. But I can't speak of it because he made me sign an NDA. So
Mhm. Um, Jackson Voorhees asks, "Have you tried offering your skills to YouTube channels, Shiny?"
I tried that for a while, but it didn't turn out very well. It's very difficult to keep on top of that because networking is such an important aspect. And when you talk about YouTube channels, a lot of these people don't have big budgets.
Mhm.
lot of YouTube, unless you're like a big YouTuber with like millions of subscribers, you don't really have the big budget for something that I would work on. So a lot of the stuff that I usually did was like for 50, 60 quid.
Yeah.
And yeah. So
I
it's
also
not the
tried on
most.
the animation front. I worked for Psych2Go. Psych2Go is not a good channel. Okay, I just want to let y'all know up front. Psych2Go is not a good channel. I got paid. It doesn't matter if the project was like a 4-minute video or a 9-minute video. I got paid like a flat $125 to $150, and they only let
Even
me
if had
grab
a
like
sponsorship.
$150. Even with the sponsorship, like they would get sponsorships, and I had to animate the sponsorship. But do you think I saw a penny of that sponsorship? No. That kind of sucks.
Like you worked way less than minimum wage. I think we worked it out, and it was like you got paid. What was it? Something like $1 per hour of your work.
Oh yeah, like $1 or $2. And I was putting in at least 4 hours per day. Like I was dedicated to this. I'm still super dedicated where if I had a project tomorrow and I would get paid like at least something decent, I'd pour myself into it. But it's just unfortunately, that passion doesn't really pay. Which is why I kind of have to lean on the whole data analytics thing, and right now I'm just working as like a part-time cashier. But hey, it's better than nothing. And being a part-time cashier, it pays a lot better than working at Site2Go, I'll tell you that. Um James Moore says, "Why wouldn't they be hiring for special effects? Isn't there a huge shortage in the mainstream, and why special effects have been so bad as of recent?"
There
That's
was
a
a
very good
shortage
question.
for a while, and then the actors and writers strike came along. So the things when I went into visual effects in my university course, I was like, right, this is in demand.
Mhm.
This is a good time to get into the visual effects industry because there's not enough people entering the industry as there is leaving the industry. As people get old, they retire, they just kind of get sick of it and they leave, whatever. It's a very intensive job, so like it's not for everyone, or people just get tired of it after a certain amount of time. So I thought this is
Yeah.
the perfect time to get into the industry when it's more in demand. And okay, so the reason why I can't get a job in it is because the actors and writers strike basically stopped a bunch of productions. Many were cancelled, and lots of productions just failed to get off the ground.
Mhm.
And even after the actors and writers strike finished, which is about 6 months ago now, it's still the case that productions weren't getting started because of more threats of strikes, which have only just been sorted out now. So finally, productions are starting now, which means that there should be some work coming in by the end of this year. But even then, it's like not going to go fully into gear till the beginning of next year. So I've basically got to qualify. I'm overqualified, and the job that I'm qualified for, I can't get. Yes, I can't get a job anywhere else. Which, as much as I've tried, the most I've only been able to get. I've tried Tesco's, I've tried Aldi, I've tried Lidl, but I'll get turned down by all of them because they see a master's degree on my fucking resume and that they think, yeah, he's overqualified for this job. He's
You're
not going to be sticking
overqualified,
around
yeah.
here. It's like fuck off. It's like, I just need a job. Just give me a job. I just need it for the next year to 6 months or something that can help pay off my overdraft. That's all I
Yeah.
need.
So, yeah. Jackson Vo, he
That
says, "I hear electricians make pretty good pay." Yeah, a lot of trade jobs make
I'm not
pretty good pay.
qualified. I'm not qualified to be an electrician. You need a degree for an electrician, same as a plumber.
Yep.
Well, I don't. It's not like a university degree. It's some other qualification. I can't remember what it is. But it's still you need to be trained up as an electrician to get that job.
But yeah, so I
So,
guess we have to
uh,
hope and pray and scrounge whatever money we have.
yep.
But hey, at least we have this stream. At least we have you chat. I'm very thankful. At least we have each other. At least we have morning nonsense. We still have things going for us.
But it would still be nice if I had a penny in my pocket. That'd be really nice if I had that.
Hey, it'll come along when it comes along, you know. But let's focus on the good things we have today, because there will be a time where we don't have these things, and this only is temporary.
Do you know what we could always do?
What's that?
Just say fuck it and make our own animation studio. Both just get like minimum wage jobs and just use the spare time to animate the shit out of something.
That would be amazing. I would love to do that. I would love to make a project that's just a passion of just love. Love
Yeah,
for
and
you,
make
love
it
for the
a
craft.
combination of 2D and 3D.
Yeah, that would be something I would love
bit like
to give a
Arcane.
portion of my life to.
To me, I just like to make things. That's all I want. That's all I ever want to do is just make stuff.
Yeah, me too. It's part of who we are, you know. But hey, I'm thankful for what we have now, and here's to whatever we can make in the future. And right now, you and I, we're both building our future, both apart, and eventually we'll be building it together, hopefully. So, yeah. Jegs and Bohe's just spammed, I feel bad now, I feel bad now, I feel bad now, I feel bad now.
Wait, what did he say?
Jegs and he's just spamming, I feel bad now. For all this, I feel bad for all this free. Now I feel bad. Now I feel bad for all this free chatting.
I'm confused.
I guess just like the affairs of just like where we're going in life, I guess. Just like
It's
the
just life. I don't think it's a special. I know people who are worse off than I am. Like my friend
Yeah.
up in Scotland, like because he's got he's got a criminal record, so he can't get a job either.
Yeah.
Which like it's not even something that is like that bad. Like I think it's like something very minor, but he's still got a criminal record anyway, so he's always the last in terms of who they're going to give a job to.
Yeah. Well, you got to start somewhere, you know. James Moore says, "Make a beautiful animated baby." Why don't we do that? We could do that.
It'd be fun to make something. I've always wanted
Yeah.
to make got like several scripts that I've made that I want to turn into a story, but I just never have the ability to sit down and make it. Like now would be the perfect time. I've got so much free time, but then I've also got got 3 commissions that I'm going to be working on, which get me paid less than minimum wage for my work. But hey, it's a portfolio stuff that I'm adding to.
Yeah, that's true. And with me, I'm still trying to get my YouTube channel back up and running. I'm currently working on why lo-fi hip hop went to shit. Essentially, I kind of have this method going where I'm going to go back into the limelight and I know how to do it. But hopefully that can make a pretty good buck.
Do you know what's the most amazing thing to me?
What's that?
So when I started Shiny FX, right, I put so much hard work into my videos. Like I've made so many, and like each time I make it, I'm constantly trying to improve it on technical aspects. I think in terms of quality, some of them are quite like, which is probably why a lot of them haven't done very well. But it's so much work that I had to put into some of these, which only amounted to the Ahsoka stole my forks and stabbed me, 8,000 views. That's not very many. But then there's also other videos that I spend tons of time on with say like my Steam Deck review that only gets 700. I spent a lot of time on let's see here, the other stuff. And it's just like, oh, that only gets 200 views. So it's like, despite how much work I put into it, it didn't hit off at all. So at that point, I'm just kind of thinking, okay, maybe like YouTube just apparently not something which is worth investing all that time in if it's not going to like I'm not getting a return for how much I put into it. But you, on the other hand, you make 2 videos and
I make
your
2 shit
channel
posts.
explodes.
I don't know. I don't know why.
You got so many fucking views on that one video. What was it? You have
The ones on
6K
Polar.
subs, almost 6.5K subs, which is 3 times more than I have, and you have, or is it that one? Those 2 videos on Polar have tons. No, 3 videos on Polar have tons and tons of views. And
Yeah.
even your shiny broke my brain with oh no, the princess broke my brain when we were reacting to that film. That got
Mhm.
way more views than what I usually get, and it's only a 9-minute long video of a reaction.
Oh yeah.
We never finished that, did we? Like we never finished editing the princess. I think Eerie's died again. But I don't know what it is exactly. I don't know if it's just that YouTube has declared my channel to be not worthy or what. But for whatever reason, it just seems like it just doesn't work. Or maybe it's just the fact that my streaming schedule is just really, really inconsistent. I know YouTube doesn't like an inconsistent upload schedule. Because the 7 months ago, 8 months ago, 11 months ago, like huge gaps between many of these, just because I didn't have time to give it all my effort. I think we're ending soon anyway, so it doesn't. I'll just wait for Eerie to come back and we'll finish the stream.
Not hear me?
Oh, you're back now. Okay,
Oh, now I'm here. Okay, wow. I was able to
you
hear
just
you for a
died.
short period of time because I don't know what's wrong with my Wi-Fi. Jackson Vohe says there's always the NSFW option if you get desperate enough, Shiny.
I don't even know how I would start in that. Like, how do people monetize it?
I have no clue. It does not
Not to
seem
mention,
monetizable at all.
it like do people monetize it like they monetize OnlyFans? Do they like make it so you can only access a library of not safe for work material if you pay like a certain amount a month? How and the thing is, I like how do you can't put that on your show reel. You could put tons and tons and tons of work into it, and that's not going on your show reel. You can't go into the industry with a bunch of not safe for work stuff on your channel. You can't.
No, I guess not. Well, we'll have to
It's not
brainstorm.
professional. The closest thing I've been thinking of is doing an online marketplace as a way of monetizing myself.
Mm-hmm.
Because I had that one model that the Star Wars corridor that just exploded and is used in everything, and funny enough, used in lots of porn. So it did make me think about the idea of doing a market, and then you suggested trying to break out into things like Arcane, because there are tons of Arcane character models that you can easily find around, but not lots of Arcane environments.
Exactly.
So start focusing on things like environments to build for stuff to sell, because that way there's not much of it around that people can get.
Mm-hmm. We'll have to put our noodles together.
Yeah, but first,
You put your noodle
first,
in
I've
my
got to
noodle.
finish these
That sounded wrong.
two or
Then
three, these 2 or 3 commissions. Depends on if one of them still wants to go with me. I've only got one that's kind of confirmed, but that's a lot of work. And the other one, I still need to talk to. I don't think it's on Friday. Friday, I think it is. Oof.
all right. So
So I need
we'll
to
have
get
to put
that
our
out of
noodle
the way
together.
first. Yeah.
All right. Well, I think I'm going to call off the stream. Thank you so much for joining us, Best Chat, and thank you so much for your donations. Shiny and I really appreciate all that you do and
I'm very
all that you
tired.
guys bring to the conversation.
It
And we'll
is
see
4
you
o'clock
next
in the
time.
morning. Not 4
Oh
4 o'clock in
gosh.
the morning. It's midnight. Sorry, but it's 4 past mid. That's how tired my brain is. I looked at 4 minutes past 12,
Oh,
and I was
you're
like
on
4 o'clock in the
tired
morning.
brain. Okay,
I
I
am
get
on
it.
tired brain.
You know, as I've lived my life on this philosophy, and listen to my philosophy. Never trust how you feel about life after 9 p.m. It's usually not good. You ever like find yourself awake at night just worrying about the things that you can't control in life and thinking your life is ruined over nothing? It's because you're overtired. It's because you need sleep. All right. Thank you so much, Best Chat. Thank you. All right, and we'll see you next time. Bye now. Say bye, Shiny.
Bankruptcy. That's me saying goodbye. Ice cold, nowhere to go. No money in my bank account. Everyone should feel guilty. I should make my problem everyone else's.
Happy Freedom Day.